Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've got patch updates, drama and answers with the Anvil F8C Heavy Fighter release and Golden Ticket event, a reminder of some other cool experimental modes that are on the schedule, and a load of dev responses on various features. There have been a couple of patch releases over the last few days. The live 3.20.0b patch, which added the F8C and the Gold and Platinum Ticket event, but also added some much better localization support for your preferred language, as well as better throttle control and suspension tweaks for ground vehicles. Alpha 3.21, that's on the open PTU at the moment, also had a new patch. It got all the same updates from that 3.20.0b patch, but also a ton more bug fixes, monitored zones around jump point areas, and more ground vehicle improvements. This leaves the build in a pretty solid state, stability and performance-wise, at least on paper. 3.21 appears to be exactly the same codebase as 3.20. It's not really a split-off branch, and it does appear that Alpha 3.21 should go to live around CitizenCon, which is the 21st of October. A quick PSA, public service announcement, with the experimental mode schedule. Until the 15th of October, there is single weapon elimination running, which is an FPS mode. It's arc light pistol deathmatch. And mirror match is also there, which is Fury versus Fury dogfighting. From the 15th to the 21st, there's Team Tank Battle. There have been ground vehicle improvements which might make this more fun, and team-based mode might make it more fun. Wasn't particularly into the just normal Tank Royale mode. Overlapping with this is Spooky Gun Rush. So that's on the 19th of October to the 2nd of November. Gun Rush, amazingly good fun. Basically, it is a big free-for-all deathmatch where every time you get a kill, you get a different weapon going up a list until you get like 16 kills, and at the end you've got to try and get a kill with a flaming knife with a scope on it. And because it's spooky, it's all done with skeletons now too. Gun Rush is fun rush. It's genuinely good fun. Get involved. There has been a bit of drama with the F8C Golden Ticket event that's going on. So what's happening? Until the 21st of October, you can find Golden and Platinum tickets around the verse in the live build of Star Citizen, and these will get you F8C Lightning related goodies. Golden tickets appear in loot boxes and in bodies, in the armor and that sort of stuff. You find one, you take it to a ship rental kiosk at a planetary landing zone, and you will get an F8C Lightning, that heavy fighter, for 24 hours, and the ability to purchase one for a limited time. And these are available from $260. So actually relatively cheap compared to what I expected it to be. Now, some people are annoyed because CIG said they would never sell them. That's not 100% accurate though. Cloud Imperium basically said that they would give them to high-level concierge, players with over 10,000 pledged into the game, basically as a thank you, with like exclusive skins and that sort of stuff. But also, everyone would be able to get an F8C in the persistent universe eventually if they played Squadron 42 and got to a certain point in it. You would basically be able to unlock the ability to purchase one or get one or access one in the persistent universe in some way. And there's lots of other exclusive military gear that you'd get from playing Squadron 42 as well in the persistent universe, which is still the case. CIG also said that they would release the F8C when Squadron 42 was ready and released, which is obviously not the case, but they said the ship is ready and we want it to be out there. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. You might not agree with their decision, or maybe you do, but it's not particularly bad or anything. In fact, this event is pretty good fun. The golden tickets aren't that particularly hard to find. Interestingly, I was looking at doing a video on Star Citizen's grey market and black markets and protecting yourself from scams and TOS and best practices and loads of stuff like that, and saw that people were selling golden tickets as well online for like $10 a piece, but there were some people on like trying to sell them for like $100 and on eBay for ridiculous amounts. It's absolute madness, but I hope that people just wouldn't buy them and get involved with the event because you can find them easy enough, and Star Citizen's about playing it and enjoying it. And I'm pro people spending their money how they want, just trying to be sensible with it if possible. It hurts me that someone might spend hundreds of dollars on something they can get easily in game, but I mean, I'm all for people buying magic spaceships if they want to, because they want to sort of help Star Citizen's development, or because they fall in love with a particular ship. As long as you've got the money and it's not destroying your lifestyle, you go ahead. I'm not your dad. Zin just said as well that she saw someone trying to buy a platinum ticket for $3,000 or $6,000 if the serial number had a 42 in it, and that's madness. So actually, the video that I was sort of doing on grey market stuff, I might need to plan a bit more, because when I went on and sort of, I was like, I'm going to use the grey market so I can talk about it a bit better. Someone tried to scam me, and then someone briefly doxed me. It was very weird. I think that might be a me problem, though, because it was people off platform. I'm pretty neutral on grey market stuff, and I think that as long as you know all the risks and you use appropriate middleman services and educate yourself before you use it and everything, that you can have a reasonable experience, probably. I digress. Anyway, so there is more, because there's also platinum tickets, which if you can get one and get it to a ship sales terminal, not a rental kiosk like with the gold tickets, but get it to a ship sales terminal, you get a F8C with lifetime insurance permanently. However, CIG devs carry these tickets as part of the Running the Gauntlet event. When that event triggers, a specific person, a specific CIG dev, not all of them, just one of them, has this ticket on them, and then anytime you get that ticket in your hand, everyone becomes aware of your presence and that you've got that ticket. So it is a big fight and then evac to try and get that ticket to one of those kiosks. I think it's an absolutely awesome event. However, some players are saying that these tickets are seemingly appearing more when streamers are on, and CIG are basically giving them tickets or only turning up to streams. You've got to be a streamer to be able to get one of these, things like that. So CIG actually responded to this on a Spectrum thread. How are servers being determined for the Running the Gauntlet event? Is it random, or is it being mainly run on streamer servers as a marketing tool? I haven't seen a single dev jumping around today, but 6 streamers have been fighting over one on the same server for hours. So what's the deal? CIG, how are you actually running this event? So Xylo responded, the team is not focused on servers with content creators. Instead, we're rotating through various regions to better serve our global audience. It's worth noting that many content creators have followings spread across multiple servers, which look to help them discover active events to join. They certainly have an advantage due to their numbers and ability to cover 4 mile ground, the same as any large org. Xylo went on to say, I think it's a totally valid question. We're saying the same thing internally. It looks like we're targeting streamers because they keep showing up. Now, I'm totally on board with Xylo there. It might look like streamers are getting special treatment, but they are actively trying to find these sort of tickets, and when they sort of know that there is a server with them on, they're going to try and get on. Obviously, their friends or whatever are going to go, look, there's an event happening here. Yeah, same with large orgs, same with groups. It's obviously more public as well, because you see streamers streaming. You see streamers talking about it. You see content creators talking about these things that happen. And there might be a few times that platinum tickets are going out and you don't know about them because you're not seeing it in a live stream or video. There's just this sort of perception that it's only going to streamers, or because you only hear about it on streams because you can actually physically see them, that's the only place they're going out because it's actually relatively rare. I'm not getting them or seeing them, but I am seeing streams about them. So not all streamers are obviously getting these either. It's a glorified way, in my opinion, for Cloud Imperium to do giveaways for F8C linings. And yeah, Cloud Imperium are going to be using that as a marketing tool. That's exactly what the event is for. And when they're watching streamers, they might go and say, let's release a platinum ticket. There's a load of people watching Terradar. There's a load of people watching Morph or whatever. At the end of the day, it's a cool event and a marketing tool for CIG. They can use it as they want. I certainly don't think it's exclusively on streamers, and I don't think that they're getting a huge amount of special attention, although they are certainly getting some. There have been some instances where there are platinum tickets without streamers, but I think it's fine. CIG can do it any way they want. At the end of the day, it's a cool event, and you should get involved. Please remember, though, not all CIG devs have a platinum ticket. It's only specific people when the event triggers. If you just go on a murderous rampage for everyone with CIG, like in their name tag, you're just going to have a load of slightly sad devs going, oh. I saw some F8C buyback questions as well. The golden ticket allows you to purchase a single F8C war bond or credit. You can melt it, but you'd need to get another ticket to purchase another one of another type or whatever. You can buy back the pledge after you melt it, though, even past the 7th of November, they said, without needing another ticket. I've got a variety of Spectrum threads and sort of dev responses here as well. CIG, can you add the status of servers and info about what's happening with the servers to the launcher? CIG responded, our teams are working on improving the launcher with interesting information, such as the most recent patches, server status, etc. We will let you know once it's ready. Is the Starfarer obsolete now? As CIG are adding pyro stations, you can just refuel at them. Cloud Imperium responded, we definitely haven't forgotten Starfarer gameplay. Pyro stations have been a deliverable for pyro from the start and are necessary for things like shops, repairs and commodities, not just fuel. There will obviously be adjustments as pyro is put into player hands, but rest assured we want the Starfarer and its pilots to be able to use their ship. Will we start seeing more Turbulent devs now that CIG and Turbulent have merged and Turbulent been bought? CIG's Chad McKinney replied, if you caught the Cargo Career ISC, you will already have seen several Turbulent members in the mix, including several engineers, design and QA. Turbulent is very much part of CIG, as with any of our other studio locations. This isn't even that much of a change. Ever since I've been on the project, going on 8 years now, I've always worked closely with Turbulent. Any ETA on getting bunkers working in 3.20? The waves never trigger. Cloud Imperium responding, yes, if you are on about the defend missions, I had a bug for it and found and fixed an issue for the 3.21 patch, so hopefully that will be in 3.21. Trying to get a sense of where cargo design is in its development pipeline. It sounds like we're well past the feature design and goal building stage, and now designing how the specific mechanics and subsystem interactions will be implemented. Is this a correct assumption, or does this stage also involve feature planning? Chad McKinney responded, I saw more than a few people get caught up on this, so thank you for asking. The technical design phase comes after the design phase and just before implementing starts. Some people thought we were still working out design details, which is not the case. The topics I discussed in Inside Star Citizen are not just long-term vague ideas, rather the team is working out concrete technical implementation details, which is now largely done, and moving on to work on it immediately thereafter. I don't want to specify a particular quarter for any specific part of it, as this is going to be a moving target, but it isn't just ideas and intent. A follow-up question. Any particular explanation for why features like freight elevators that have supposedly had scheduled work for well over a year on the progress tracker are still in the design phases and not implementation? Again, a response from Chad. Well, there's multiple things here. First, I'll say I'm not really looped into exactly what is shown on the progress tracker, which probably gets a bit out of sync at times when plans change, or how some general work, like such as how, say, the physicalized cargo factor does or does not count as contributing to some other feature work. Additionally, there's a lot that goes into a very big feature like freight elevators. It's not just feature work, but it includes many teams like concepting, art, animation, etc. Work on concepting, prototyping, art assets, whiteboxing, and loading time considerations, building out metrics, etc. have all been worked on knowing this feature work was forthcoming. So while hard coding hasn't been worked on for a year, very large gameplay endeavors are more than just the gameplay feature work. Another follow-up to this, the USPU and now NAPU teams have been scheduled on freight elevator tasks for over a year, but this doesn't really give depth and accuracy. We don't really know what's going on. It begs the question why we have the progress tracker if it doesn't actually provide accuracy or transparency. Again, Chad responded, I can tell you that the USPU and NAPU, so this is the US Persistent Universe and North American Persistent Universe team, haven't been working on the design or technical design for a year. I understand your frustration that this progress tracker has been potentially misleading, but I am just trying to be honest about the development, even if it's not what people were hoping for. So far, as the progress tracker not being as useful as it could be, I agree it could definitely be improved. I can raise that with folks, but ultimately it isn't something I have much of a hand in. Yeah, as we know, the progress tracker and these sort of roadmaps are never going to be perfectly accurate. They're relatively in line with Cloud Imperium's plans though, and it allows us to ask and poke questions at CIG, asking things exactly like was being asked there. What's going on with this? How's it going on? We're expecting this, and Cloud Imperium can elaborate on it, but they can always improve their accuracy, and I hope they do. A friend of mine, an ex-CIG dev, Wiley type, messaged me to say, this weapon, which is in the CIG goodies pack, I believe, and the Outlaw shotgun, is actually 3 different weapons hacked and stuck together, which I think is really cool. Because if you don't sort of like have factories to hand, maybe you would make production lines like weapons that you had common parts to, and maybe you've got a load of these parts that were left behind from different weapons, or maybe these are very common weapons that you can hack together very easily. Very cool. Boom! That's it for your update today. We are very close to CitizenCon, 1.5 weeks away. There's cool events on and all that sort of jazz. I'm just wanting to know what you think of that F8C being available to get with the golden tickets. Are you enjoying the golden ticket event? Have you got yourself a platinum ticket? Have you been involved with a platinum ticket? Do you even know what I'm talking about? Are you okay with Cloud Imperium selling the F8 in the way that they are with those golden tickets? Are you playing on 3.20 on the live build? What do you think of that patch at the moment? Have you been playing on the Open PTU build with 3.21? I must admit, I'm now back on the live patch. Normally I'm on the Open PTU builds and PTU builds almost all the time, but live patch because I want to mess around with people that are getting their F8 Lightnings. Do you think Cloud Imperium need to be a load more accurate with the progress tracker, or are you pretty happy with their roadmaps and development responses for a load of this stuff? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What the hell are you? It's nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, enabling you to minimize your presence on the internet, almost like a cloaking device. It also allows you to hunt out the best TV and movies and shopping deals by changing your region. It prevents big internet from gathering and using your personal data. There's even a data breach scanner and meshnet for your own remote private network included. When Zin asked, what's the Predator movie got to do with NordVPN or CitizenCon or Star Citizen, I said, what's any of our NordVPN ads got to do with anything? Grab yourself NordVPN in the links below for a seamless, secure internet experience. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For October 2023, we are giving away a Constellation Phoenix. This luxury multi-crew ship can be used as a mission runner, an explorer, a base of operations, and more. It comes with a luxury P-72 Archimedes snub, as well as the Lynx rover, allowing you to have on and off planet excursions. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. This is the bit of the video where I appeal to you to try and join the channel memberships and give us money. We have a load of you that are Patreons or have become YouTube channel members with the join button under my videos, and that goes a huge way in helping the channel and enabling us to make daily Star Citizen news entertainment. But there are a load of other ways to help us: liking, commenting, sharing these videos. That helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching to the end. Please get involved in the comments section, and I hope you have a great October.